Hello, welcome back. In the last video, we have learned or looked at how we can push the floor with the feet in sitting, and that push will either catch the upper body or push the upper body back again. An essential connection from the feet through the whole spine, the whole body up to the head. A conscious push. Usually we are not aware of these patterns of movement, but in this practice we look at it, we become aware of it, and we can recognize its function and value, and thus improve many movement patterns or the whole way we think about movement and move, and of course connected with that is our well-being. So today we will continue with this session we started with this practice in sitting, and we will add to it. We already established the push, and now we will work on the flexibility of the muscles around the buttocks, an area that's maybe tight and that can benefit from a release. So I invite you to join me today in sitting. Come to sit in a space where you can sit upright and comfortable, where you're not confined in the mold of a chair. And then we start in sitting. So for our first movement, the setup is to stand both feet in a comfortable place. Where is comfortable? In a functional place. Where is that? Where do we need to put the feet? Adjust it during the lesson. Find the most suitable position for the feet all throughout this lesson. And now think of your left leg, or get hold of your left leg and put your left ankle onto your right knee or your right thigh. So your left foot, your left ankle, or your left lower leg is somewhere on your right knee. Does that work? Are you of the very flexible type or the more stiff type? Anything in between? So your left leg is in front of you, as is your right one, but your left is on top. And then with your left hand, reach inside this little gap, this little tunnel that is now available. And with your left hand, through the tunnel, slide down on your right leg. See if that's available at all. So what is your situation right now? So you reach in between your left leg and your right leg, this little hole, and then with your left hand you explore where can you reach on your right leg, the right knee, and slide down on the inside of your right lower leg or the behind your. Can you feel your muscle, your skin, your clothes? Carefully, slowly see what is available to you. And we need to go slow so you can become aware of the many things that are going on, like you leaning forward, and like in the first lesson, there's weight coming onto your right foot, so you push the floor with your right foot to catch your upper body, and to come back to upright sitting again, you push your right foot against the floor. So to have this connection from the foot through the legs, through the pelvis, through the spine. And at the same time we explore the ways how we can touch the left hand to the right lower leg. That might be quite limited for a start, maybe just the beginning. Maybe you can just reach your right knee. You can also go from the top or from the outside, from the inside. Where can you touch your right lower leg with your left hand, so our first exploration. And be mindful of your left knee. So we don't want to put stress on the left knee, but the thing is about the left hip joint here. Can you feel that? Slowly, almost like just breathing into it. See the directions, the angles you can come from, where you can feel you push, you lean. Where's your head? How do you breathe? Where do you look? Where is your attention? So we don't want to push it too strongly, this first movement. So come back to a more neutral position again with both feet on the floor. Just sit and feel. If you're lopsided, if there already has been a release in your left leg, and then we'll try the same thing with the right leg. So your left foot is standing and put your right foot onto your left upper leg, your left knee somehow. How do you do that? How do you even do this movement of placing your right leg on top of your left leg? Where do you put your left foot? So you ease into this situation, and then again this time with your right hand, start to explore your left leg, especially the left lower leg, the left knee with your right hand. Can you touch the left knee? Can you slide down a bit? How do you do that? How do you feel about that? Where does your weight go? Do you side bend? Do you turn? Do you bring one shoulder forward? Do you sink your head? Do you look up? Do you look to the side? What's going on? Explore, observe, be aware, become conscious of the things that are going on, the ingredients that are needed to slide your right hand. Every time, maybe a little bit more, you come up, push with your left foot against the floor, you come up, maybe you find a different angle, maybe with your left hand down your left leg, and then with your right hand down your left leg. See how you can ease into this exploration, this reaching forward, downward, coming up again. Maybe some of you can touch the floor with the back of your right hand. And maybe some of you can barely touch the left knee. So no judgment there. Just become aware and we explore. That's the important part. We stay curious and we continue to improve. If this is the second or third or nth time you did this video, you can flip the legs, one the right, one the left. You don't have to stay with the sequence too tightly. So let's get out of this constraint again, come up to upright sitting again with both feet on the floor and see how you feel now. And then put your left foot onto your right knee again, or your right upper leg. So we define an area, the right upper leg somewhere. And now how would you hold your left lower leg? How would you get hold of it? Would you go with your left arm inside the opening and grab your left leg from below? With your right hand, the left foot, or come from above? How would you get hold of your left leg and then pull your left leg, just like a horizontal bar, your left lower leg, pull it towards your face? Maybe you can remember that from kindergarten. Some kids can put the leg to the mouth or behind the head So how did this change in the past 70 years? What is your technique of lifting your lower leg? Do you sway backwards with your whole upper body? So that might be a start. And then with the goal of being able to lift the left lower leg at least a little bit, or the idea of it, while coming with the head closer forwards, to bring them towards each other. Careful again, your left knee, don't hurt yourself. Maybe I was thinking there's pain in this world, and maybe it exists so we avoid it. Some people might not agree, but maybe pain is a signal to avoid something. So it's a larger topic, but in this context, if your knee is hurting, don't go into this movement, but find a way to have your knee in a good situation and not compromise your knee or damage your knee. But you maybe you can feel around your left buttock that there's a release when you lean into it or away from it. So then bring the left foot down again, and we sit upright for a moment before we change over to put the right foot on top of the left leg. So we take our time to make that change and first see, when you change, how is it now to sit with your right leg on top of your left one? And then here also get hold of your right leg, baby holding the right leg, and try to pull or lift, move your right lower leg closer towards your face or your neck, your chest. Again, maybe in the beginning a swaying movement of the whole body, and then the more often you do it, the more refined this movement can become. So if this is hard, there's a couple of tricks. Let's start with the easy one. So the right foot is on top of the left leg, and you start to move your left knee right and left. Move the left knee right and left. So that's a nice movement actually. But where do you put your left foot in order to move the left knee right and left? So find different places for your left foot. And the right leg moves together with the left knee, right and left. And then a trick, you keep the right leg still and only move the left leg underneath the right leg. So you keep the right leg suspended in the air and only move the left leg. That's coordination, movement coordination. Or you keep your left knee still and move your right leg. Right and left. Combination, so both together, both move, right and leg together, right and left together, or only the left knee moves right and left, or only the right leg moves right and left. That's a tongue twister right here, or both together. And where do you place your right foot? In the middle of your thigh, close to your left hip joint, on your left knee. Not too wild, maybe a little slow movement, just tiny right and left in different locations. And also with your upper body, sometimes more forward or sometimes more backward. So we introduce to the right and left, we introduce going backwards and forwards with the upper body. So we have two movements at once. Like in kindergarten, there's also this movement where you make circles with one hand on the head and circles with the other hand on the belly. So this is the same challenge. You move the left leg, the left knee, right and left, while you lean forward or you lean backward. Can you coordinate these movements? Gentle, slowly, and now maybe you feel the pull or it's not a stretch, but maybe there's an area in the right hip joint that's tight. And if you move into it, you feel it's tight, but then it lets go, it releases. So it's not a forceful stretching, but you go into an area. It's not pain. So there's a difference between pain and tightness. Interesting topic, something to think about. And then we take another rest. In sitting, upright. See, we become more dynamic sitting, more agile. You should feel that too. You feel that too, right? You're more agile, your pelvis it's waking up, legs are waking up. Then put your left foot on top of your right knee. So here again, how do you do that? Do you lean backwards to bring your left foot onto the leg? See, it's all connected. Okay, so your left foot is on top of your right knee or your right leg, and then you try to lift your left leg towards your face. And to ease into that, we do something else, an auxiliary strategy, side strategy to move the right knee, right and left, so that the left leg moves together with the right knee, right and left, or only the right knee, and you hold the left leg still, or it's only the left leg moving right and left. Or the legs move right and left, and at the same time you lean forwards and backwards. You coordinate these many movements. And bit by bit, you become aware how more and more movements become available to you. Of course, because we're doing a lot. Legs, right, left, differentiation, up, down, twist, side bending. There's lots of things happening, so quite naturally, we get to see more, we get to move more. Okay, then take a last rest in sitting. See how you sit now. Feel how you sit now. Where is your weight? When you lean to one side without the help of your arms, when you lean forwards, can you feel how you lean on one? If you go on one side, if you go to the left side, you can feel how you lean in the left leg, push back, or how you lean on your right leg and push back. And then put your right leg again on your left knee. With your right hand, reach in between your legs and see how this has improved, how you can now explore with more grace, more smoothness. Maybe you can put the back of your hand now onto the floor or at least touch the floor with your fingertips. Or at least it became a little bit more available, and if it has been available all the time, maybe you feel more, you're more aware of what's happening, you're more aware of your possibilities, structured movement, forwards, backwards, left, right, turn, side turn, twist. All of this. And change the legs, see how that feels now. Quite nice improvement, isn't it? Then put both feet on the floor, sit upright, and lean forwards more and more until your weight is more and more on your legs, until your behind slides off the chair, until your full weight is on your legs and you push down and you're up to standing. Thank you for watching. It's you who is making all these videos possible, my work possible, these YouTube videos possible. Thank you. Take good care of yourself and see you in the next video.